do.
How we do?
I do this phone stuff.
Hold on.
Not today. It's me.
Because it's saying low network connection.
Technical difficulties.
I'll turn off my Wi-Fi.
You can still record, but it won't be live.
Everybody off the Wi-Fi.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Disconnect. I'm supposed
I'm
to
turning
be
mine
on.
off.
Okay. Technical difficulties because we got so much going on in here. Why we got these heart things on there? I don't want no hearts. Oh, Lord. It's back live now. We live, baby.
We live, baby. Alright, let me know when you're ready so I hit the record so we can try to have them going at the same time.
Oh, man, I wanted to be there, man.
Okay. So we do it now.
Not for his.
He recording. Everything is actually happening right now.
So I gotta get my food from the side.
Speak to your friends and family.
Try that cake.
This is how we get it together, family.
Hey, yo. Hey. It's yours truly. Carl Robeson Jr. Otherwise, no, I cut it.
The Buddha.
I cut that motherfucker. It's live.
It's live. Everything going out.
It's about to catch you.
All right. So this is what happened when you live and you have a house full of good friends. Okay. All right. We have people all around us with much love. Okay. We got J. I. Kemp. For all, we remember these names now because we already gave these shout outs. So your social media needs, all of your photography needs, holla at your boy. Alright? If you need some cosmetology needs, I have 2 cosmetologists in the building. One is on the other side of my camera. She will come and grace her face in un momento. And we have the other one here, Miss Shabana. All right. What else we got in the building?
We got
we got us some financial management if you need your insurance, but we'll just let you get that. You know, he won't come on the camera, but I'll drop his name below. So if you need some health insurance, you need your life together, he will get you all the way right for retirement, for right now, for all your needs.
Hold on. See that? Go, Bill. Make sure you're physically fit, alright?
Oh, yeah. And you will not pass the test to get your insurance if yourself is not together. Amen. Or it's going to cost you more money. Alright? So just know that. All right, at the high end of the table. You can get it, but you're gonna pay a little coins for it. Knife is in the kitchen. To your right. First drawer. Come back. See, this is what happens when you live. Okay.
Left, baby, left.
That is my left, and I'm pointing.
We got a nice DJ over there.
All right, I ain't done.
Okay.
So. For all your party time, if you ready to have you the best DJ, right now, house music or whatever you want. Wait, I have this plug. This is a beautiful plug.
Don't cut
This plug is the best plug of all, outside of retirement and manscaping and landscaping. I got the best of the best in here tonight. Y'all just don't understand. First of all.
Go ahead, girl.
Let's just put it out there like that. And they in here with me. See this right here? This good vibes, that means something. Alright? Because I bring it. Alright? And so this is for y'all. Now, back to this DJ. We got Jam Cam in the building. Todd Love. DJ Todd Love. He is here for you. So you want to get you a party, you want a bar mitzvah, you want a wedding, sweet 16, whatever. He gonna handle that. So holla at your boy.
All that.
Right?
Yeah.
All that. Oh, and the most important one of all, if you want to get fit, holla at your girl, Jim Jones. It's about time I give myself a shout out, right? I'm just got all that out of the way. Oh, but then, hold on. We got a hidden jewel.
Right.
You want somebody to cook? You want the best food cooked for you?
Go on, Phil. With all the trimmings.
The doctor. The cook doctor.
The cook doctor.
Well.
Tell the people, hey.
Hey, y'all. We sippin', y'all.
And right. Okay. Alright, so y'all already know, moment of silence for me, so I can get some things squared away on the phone, because I still do that, okay, even though we have a house full. So while I'm doing this, everybody that's over here, they're going to just tell you, hey, and what their name is. Go.
It was called from right to left, so that'd be on top left.
Go on,
All
Tyler.
right, I'm going into this one here, or I can still go to that one.
Whatever one you
Wherever you look, it's going.
Peace and love. Todd Love and the place to be. Jam Camp Entertainment. Hello everybody. How you doing? Hope everything's good.
Hey.
Hey.
Von Love.
Okay.
Vegan Von.
The B-O-N.
Hey. Plant Passion.
That's right. Tell them about your
Oh, I have a
page.
page, Plant Passion, how a plant-based diet can change your life. 3 years ago, I went completely plant-based, lost 55 pounds, and got off 3 medications.
Wow.
Yes.
I can help you get there.
All right.
Come on, Sarah.
Wow, I don't have anything as significant as that, but my name is Stacy. I am in love with Bill. And really, really happy to be here and sharing whatever knowledge I think I have with you guys. That's it.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Facebook world. I'm Philip, Felipe,
A.K.A. Felipe.
and I am head over heels for this young lady right here.
Hey.
Sometimes you have to trust it one more time to understand what it really is.
All right now.
Yeah.
That's the collection.
Yeah.
Well,
The Buddha.
my name is Buddha, and I'm just here for the sip. I let everybody else do the living. All right.
You took time to put that together.
Not at all. It's right here.
Sippin'.
I'm 3 drinks in.
Oh.
Yeah, I might hear something good.
Well, I'm Taquana, also known as Baby, Jim Jones, his girl,
Yeah.
and your main hostess.
With the mostest. With the mostest.
Yeah.
19. That was good.
Yeah.
That's good. That was good.
Shout sweet.
Lana, and that's enough. And
No,
that's
tell
enough.
them about your
Manscaping.
cosmetology.
Who are you?
Hairdresser to the everything in a salon except for massage. That's what I do. I wax from head to toe.
Ooh.
I do nails or hair. I do facials. And I'm an overall good time. Hey, y'all.
All right.
All right. Anybody else want to say something? No. Okay.
You coming in?
I'm
Come on in.
Back
Come on in. Cosmetology number 1 and 2 on the ones and twos. Come on, friend. Come on, let them see my friend. If that's a hell don't care. Ow.
This segment is called The Plug. That's what we do.
One in the middle.
We the
Hi
plug.
everyone, I'm Chanel. I do
Chanel.
natural hair.
Mhm.
I am queen of living your life intentionally and with purpose.
Wow.
Don't just let life live on you. Live life, enjoy it, and be free. That's it.
Freedom.
And she did my hair. She my hairstylist, y'all. And my partner in the gym. Okay, very good.
All right.
Okay. Well, we got a whole lot going on.
Damn, something beautiful.
Right?
Panda Bear over there.
Damn.
He just want to make sure y'all
Sometimes it's all
hydrated.
about the core and the fillers.
I feel like I'm
Y'all might hear my voice.
Get cranked up.
right.
I just want to test you. Y'all might hear my voice. But I ain't going on camera.
I got you, man. I
You
got
need
you.
to
I'm just
hear
Casper.
her.
I'm Casper the knowledge ghost.
That's right.
That's
we
right.
talking about Mr. EB.
Let 'em-
EB.
let 'em-
Tell them who you are. But who are you, man behind the camera?
Invisible voice.
Well, I'm the man that's going to help you with your retirement, your insurance, your financial planning, your budgeting, your health insurance, and anything in between.
He also
Oh,
dark skinned.
And Team Dark Skin.
Hey! Wait, is this dark? Yeah.
Hey!
The dark the berry, the sweet of the juice.
Hey!
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people that's invincible right now.
Invisible or invincible?
Both.
As you can see, somebody's been drinking.
Right.
We lost.
Invisible.
You can't see us.
Look.
That's Team
And
Light
they
Skin.
all dark skinned, okay?
You can't find us. All right. We
One
in
time
here.
for the corner in the dark.
Bam.
That's all.
All right.
Okay.
What we talking about, baby?
So tonight, y'all know I'm short, right? So my feet like swinging on the floor. Well, in case you don't know, I'm only 5'1". So people that don't know, 5'1". I'm only 5'1". So I be dangling, all right?
How height is her birthday?
No.
4'11".
Okay, so what we talking about, baby?
So tonight, we are talking about couples and honesty, right? So how much honesty do you want, should you share? What is too much honesty with your mate? So how we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the table and we're just gonna kind of get everybody's opinion about it and see how this see how it works. We're gonna play devil's advocate a little bit too. So I don't want everybody to say a yes. I want somebody to tell me something different.
Throw a monkey wrench in the machine.
Throw a little twist to it.
Okay.
And for the listeners that's out there watching, our audience, I need you to come on and share with me your personal experience or how you feel. All right. And if you feel like coming on live, let us know so that we can be able to make one of these beautiful technologies make it happen. That's all I got.
The clap is everything.
All right, so well, let's first of all see who's on. We got Clinton.
Hey.
Have you made it yet? Are you making it? I don't know if they're making it or made it.
They on the way.
All right, on the way. So Rob, hey Ron.
Yeah, you should absolutely come by,
Clinton
Rob.
says he's on the way. All right, I'm on the way. Hey. That's my song.
Yeah.
That's my friend's song too. All right. Monique. All right. Isbeth. Okay. So I want to make sure I got everybody. Let everybody know that we interacting, because we do try to make sure we interact. All right. So we see you. All right. Cool. Now, let's see how we gonna start with. Well, we got couples and we got a single person. So
Singles and couples.
We got singles. Yeah, singles.
I'll hold it down. I'll be single too.
all right. I just want to make sure because and just know that the room is mixed of couples and singles. All right.
And couples that are singles tonight. Not necessarily that they're single, but they just here without their spouse.
Right.
Significant.
Yeah, I mean like they exclusively single, and then they don't have it. Yeah, they all over. So that it's very diverse. All right, just know that it's a very diverse group.
All walks of
So
life.
they come. It's definitely happening.
Couples.
They can learn a lot from you.
Yeah, very established. So you're gonna be getting some real spit from all over the place.
Man, you feeling it.
Where you going? Landlord, what you doing? What y'all doing?
And
Don't mess up at the Carter.
I'm only
and this is
5'3".
live, and things is moving around.
Okay, you see. That's what happens
That's because I'm in it now.
when drinks are involved.
Team single for this
Man,
purpose
talk about
only.
Go back.
I'm team single right now. Honey, don't look at this.
Let's get it. Let's get into
I gotta
it.
get this band.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the
Okay,
conversation.
so
You can see, I was like,
I need to see the comments.
yeah.
Scoot around.
Hey, sister.
There you go.
I got a house full of sister. Yes, baby. Okay, very good. As my friend would say. Very good. So, let's start over here with the lovely jam cams.
The jam cams. Don't you like how we were just renamed the jam cams?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
As far as
all right. So it's as far as full disclosure, being totally honest. As far as we're concerned, as a couple, I would pretty much say we agree that we have full disclosure. If you're not totally honest, if you're not totally open, if you're not totally vulnerable, then it's not going to work. That's
Were
just
you
how
always
we are.
that way? Did you start that way?
That was a condition.
That was a condition.
That was a condition for our relationship to say, listen, if you can't be totally honest with me, then it's not going to work. That's how it was for us.
Because
And that's how we live.
All right.
Full disclosure. No matter if it's harsh, whatever the case may be, listen, I want to know how you feel.
Good,
I wanna
bad,
know
ugly.
good, bad, and ugly. I want to know what's on your mind. What fantasy you having in your head. Where you at right now. I want to know what it is. That's what we're on. And we understand that everybody's not on that level. Everybody's not open to that. But for us, coming from where the experiences that we have had in our life, that was the condition for our relationship.
Right. Because that's what I said. My previous relationship, all he did was lie. So I was not having that. I was like, if you can't be 100% honest with me, then don't bother. You know, I need you to lay all your cards on the table and let me decide if I want to play. Don't renege on me. Don't pull some shit up on. No, we're not gonna do that.
So you find it easier? Okay, so based on past experiences, that's what brought you to the decision that it's better for you to have the full disclosure, the transparency.
That was my one condition. Do not lie. I don't care if the food is nasty. I don't care if I look fat in the dress. I don't care if you like her ass. I don't care. Whatever it is that you got running through your mind, I don't need you to hide it or lie about it, you know, because omission is a lie as well. So I need it all. You gotta trust me. If I'm gonna be with you for the rest of your life, you gotta trust me with everything.
Amen.
Everything. Your pains, your aches, your thoughts, your ideas, your fantasies, whatever you gotta be able to trust me with that. If I'm the one that's gonna be there to take care of you through thick and thin, you gotta trust me with your weakest, most vulnerable thing inside of you, and know that I'm gonna not hurt that.
Yeah.
So
just to reinforce that, there was a time period when, close to when we first got married, maybe it was like what, less than a year, give or take. We had got
doing this.
Yeah, it was a point. It was a point where, because we both had at the time, we both had lost our job. I was laid off from my job. She got laid off from her job, and we were dealing with some stuff as far as money.
January 2012.
And it was hard on us both. So as a man, like I'm sure most men can relate, if you can't handle your business as far as finances and making sure that house is good to go, you kind of fall into this
depression.
Depression is a good word. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of guys could probably.
He shut me out.
It's a resistance that you feel.
He shut me out. He shut me out.
I went into my shell.
Absolutely.
I went into my shell and was like, I wasn't communicating with her, and she was like, that was an opening, eye-opening moment for me when she was like, no. We can take this marriage thing. We can throw it out the window. We didn't start this on this level. I want my friend. I want you to be able to tell me what you're feeling, be totally honest with me, and tell me where your head is at. Because if you can't do that with me, then this marriage is not going to work.
I told him, you can take this fucking ring, take it right now. I don't want any bullshit. I want my friend back because he sheltered himself and he shut me out with his emotions. I would come home. I had a little temp job I caught on, and he was just in this slump. And I got it as a man. You want to provide. You want to be able to do things. And hey, babe, how you doing? And he would be like, we ain't gonna do that. Because my friend Todd used to be like, yo, Vaughn, I can't believe this shit's going on. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm doing. Where'd my friend go? Oh, because I'm your wife? Fuck the wife bullshit. I want my friend back. And that's where we need to be. We are friends first and foremost. And as a friend, you guys all have friends. You take them as they are. You meet them where they're at and you accept it or you don't. And you build and you grow this friendship from, years on. And you love people how they are. And I said, no, we're not going to handle this. I need full transparency if we're going to do this.
That's real. So, my question is for Todd. So, when you're hearing this from your wife, did it kind of come natural or easy for you to, to hear this from your wife? what you needed to hear, it goes straight.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know, because we are men, like you said. Right?
That's a good question. Because the relationship prior, a couple of relationships prior to me being with Vaughn, I was with a woman, and that was the so-called basis of the relationship, that you should be able to be honest. But again, you can be honest, but do they want to accept the honesty, right? You can be a real person, or you can be you can say what you want to say. You can say, hey, this is what I want, this is what I like. But are they willing to accept it?
Right.
Are they willing to accept that part of you to say, I hear you and I understand where you're coming from? So prior to that, prior to getting here where I'm at today, there was a person I was with and she wasn't there. And she would, what's the best way to put it? She would, even though I was honest with her, she didn't accept my honesty. And she would kind of judge me based on that.
She wasn't there.
Yeah, she wasn't there. At that time, she wasn't there yet. And that was kind of, it kind of made me, all right, you want my honesty, but you don't. So I'm gonna withhold certain things from you, just not to cause friction in our relationship.
And that's what I did.
So that's what it was. That's how, when I got to that place with Vaughn, I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to withhold certain things. So it was a different relationship.
Okay, all right. So we'll come back around the table because I know there's some more things, you know, that we're gonna want to get from you guys. So
message. It was just being way too sensitive.
Yeah, but that was good. That was good. That was a good start. You know what I'm saying? That was a good start.
I almost cried if I had tears.
We got the old couple and the new couple.
Now we got a new couple, super new.
Oh shit.
Newish.
Newish, right.
Newish.
Now if you on Facebook,
But it's still real.
If we're not on Facebook, it did not happen.
I mean,
but it's a real relationship, even though it's a relatively new one. This is now, they're hearing, they just heard from a seasoned skillet.
Seasoned skillet.
That's good.
They said 2012. That's some years.
They heard from the season.
Scrub with the sea salt and grease down with the olive oil.
So now, they're being marinated. And I'm also being marinated. I'm in my marinated stage. You know what I'm saying? So now
You said marinated, and I was like, what? I thought you were gonna say marinated. I was like, no.
marinated.
Got it.
You're in your marination stage.
Marination station.
yeah, you still getting
Right. You still letting your season get all soaked up in there.
Yeah.
So actually, this is something that we talk about like a lot
Right.
because we're both not, you know, we're not kids anymore.
We gotta speak up just to make sure these volumes are catching these, each one of these cameras. I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, visitors.
Okay, so this is something that we actually speak about a lot because we're not kids anymore, and we've been in relationships, in and out of relationships, and we kind of know what we want, and we want to be more honest in our relationship. Like we want to do the full disclosure.
Good.
However, it is very, very hard to do because it's a new relationship. So we don't know every little thing about each other, and sometimes, you know, he says something, I'm like, oh, fuck. God,
That's okay.
that's a lot of information. But I'm glad that he's sharing that because then that's who he is, and I can accept.
It's a lot.
And then I can accept what he's saying because sometimes that's things that I need to hear, whether it's about myself or whether it's about our relationship or what his expectations are in this relationship. So, I mean, it's good. We're striving to be there, and sometimes it's not as easy, but we're focused. We have like purpose. So I think it's good for us right now. That's what I'm saying.
Purpose.
Your purpose. That's right. Your goal.
Yeah.
Long term.
The audience has a question.
Can we recap the question again that we have that's going around?
Yes, I'll go back to I just wanted to get to a good stopping point. So thank you. Yay for the stop. Okay.
Oh, this is great. I can get some food down. Ain't nobody trying to give me no food over
Y'all know
here.
I got my taboo buzzer.
The question.
Okay.
We gotta have the sign that says audience clap. Applause.
Okay, so
Applause.
if you hear something go beep and the crowd goes, what?
do. Okay?
Can we say funny shit in between the serious moments?
Please say
Y'all
something
being
funny.
serious as hell. Jesus.
No, because this is a very serious topic.
So do
But
I get to touch it a little bit?
Dark skin.
I was going to instigate when he said expectation. I was like, let me shut up.
No, the
I was
question.
just
You're gonna get on your question in 1 second.
Oh, okay.
I'm not done.
I want to have fun.
We live, baby. Okay, so the question is, what is too much honesty as a couple?
Right.
That's the short version.
Right.
What is too much, or is it too much?
Right.
Can it be too much honesty as a couple?
Okay.
A new relationship, a seasoned relationship, dating, you know, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but
that's a plug. You throw that plug in there.
in it to win it. Maybe.
It's really good.
Obviously, if you don't have expectations to have anything long term, you don't give no dams.
Absolutely.
That didn't sound like I would. That didn't
She
sound
worked
right.
right on them tape.
Woo!
We all work some problems.
Y'all already know, fill in the blank. Because I don't usually say give no dams.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
And there you go.
All
right.
Amen, church.
We pass it up on.
See, she didn't. I'm the bad one. She didn't say it. I said it. I said it for her.
Oh, I thought it was.
I don't give a fuck either.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
like-
if you
Okay, so nobody gives a fuck.
Hey, hand me that chair, Phil. We don't give a fuck. Hand me that chair. On the live video. We got it. That was picture, Phil.
Oh, damn. Hold on.
Everybody's still sober. Everybody's still sober.
There we are.
Okay. And there's another chair outside if you need it. All right. So we live. Hey. Okay. So hey, let's say hey to. Hey, Rashonda.
Okay, that's about it, man.
Hey, girl. Hey. That's my classmate, everybody. Sorry.
Hey, classmate.
Hey, classmate. Matter of fact, why ain't everybody share the video on their Facebook
Yeah, I
page?
did.
Yeah, make sure
Why we
y'all
live?
share it if y'all on the page.
My
All
phone
right.
now.
Okay,
That's
so
some
before we
Dawson
move
shit.
on to let Philip do his question,
Right.
okay, I mean let him chime in.
I'm
I
from Miami. Beep, beep.
From Ohio.
You act like you from Miami.
have attention on the clock now.
Ohio.
Damn, we sound
Why is
like
on the set?
Listen up, everybody. Listen up.
When I give me some cake, I give a fuck.
I have 1, 2, 3 cameras going simultaneously.
So they see all y'all.
They don't see you all, but they are definitely in this corridor.
I'm sorry I see what we're seeing.
That's not a
Right?
good investment.
So I have 3 people, 3 beautiful guests that just arrived. Yay!
Yeah.
And so I want them to come over
Chime on in.
and say hi to the people.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Just kidding, I got you.
Come on over now. This is the pause.
Y'all walk this. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, just watch
There,
it.
right there. There we
They're
go.
gonna say hi.
Y'all get that camera.
Are we busting the left?
Ain't no camera here.
Hello.
And for those who watch the show, this right here, my man right here, this is Clinton Harris.
This is the infamous nut butt Clint
boy.
Harris.
This the one here that be causing all the trouble that I have to talk to him all the time. We good.
You keep up all
He
the
keep it live.
shenanigans.
He keep it live on the comments. I'm sharing. It's good.
Fucking people.
He have all the shenanigans and all the controversy and all of the double-edged sword and all of the twists.
I
And
grew
I'm gonna
up-
go buy him a brick and
And
bag.
everything. He's the one.
Are we saving these cupcake things right here?
It's to be had.
We can have one of these. There's only two.
You can have one.
I don't know if I
Eat
want
it.
chocolate or
It
vanilla.
can't stay here.
Hey, let's share some audience.
The landlord is
Yes,
talking.
yes, I'm sure you can.
I get a pencil and a piece of paper.
You need some paper. Oh, come on over here and say hi so you can speak to the people.
Come on, landlord.
He's
You're a little preoccupied right now.
He's
a little
busy
preoccupied
though.
right
He needs a piece of paper.
now. You had a cardboard
Okay,
envelope.
look over there under that black magic picture. There is a
Go get a
there's
bill.
a copy paper there. I know. I'm just
Good.
saying what he
All right,
has.
let's
So
get
Eric
back to
won't
the
share
show.
his cake though. He won't share his cake though. He be
you
real
found it? Very good.
We gonna have a whole cake.
All right. So we had a nice
Pine tree, Rick like that. Rick got cake.
If we didn't make it,
Rick got like 4 pieces of cake.
All right.
Back on Hey, Henry, what's going on? What's poppin'?
Bro, Lord, eat at your own risk.
All right.
Quiet on the set.
So, try it for yourself. Everybody got their drinks and we sipping.
We all
right, we ready? Okay. We didn't pause. We just paused.
We just have to move.
It was an act of
It wasn't a commercial, but it was a commercial. Okay, so
It's back. So, what is too much honesty as a couple?
No such thing.
boom.
Absolutely. We was
You
waiting
want
on
to
it
talk?
to
You
get
gonna come over
outside.
here?
We got
Come
Phil.
over
Yeah,
here.
we
You
got
come
Phil.
around.
We got Phil.
I
We
know.
got Phil.
In a minute.
We got
You're
Phil.
gonna say
We
your
got
part in
Phil.
a
Okay,
second.
cool. Yeah.
All right. So now we're on Phil.
We gonna
What is too much honesty as a couple?
I ain't mean for you.
I don't think there is a thing that really is too much.
Minimum.
Because you have slogans, you have sayings, you have this, you have that. Honesty is the what?
It says
That's
Bad
policy.
policy. Right. So over the years, this had to at least be challenged, checked, researched to some event or to some magnitude. So if you applied in your relationship in the beginning, and you at least go by that policy, it's like 100% honesty. And then you start grading back from that. Are you grading on the curve, or y'all gonna be straight up? Because if you start grading on the curve, then you got some fading in there, right? So I keep it for me. Honesty is the best policy. I'm gonna give you all the transparency that you need. Any question that you ask, I will answer. Best be prepared for the result. If you ask it, be able to receive it. Right? So that, therefore, you move into honesty, and your trust level just took a trampoline jump.
Absolutely.
So now you're moving into some other dynamics, some other veins of your relationship. So if you start out here, and you start segueing and going into other things, now you start creating veins and branches to your relationship. You're creating a love tree, a love branch, or something. So if you can tell your people that you work with, because we all are employed and doing this, and we have to go, honesty is the best policy. Tell me what's going on. You have to be able to clock out. For some of us, just leave your office and come home, and sometimes apply some of the stuff that you do day to day into your house situation.
But
So
I was gonna say, because just sometimes you have to understand when a person is honest with you, they're really being honest with you. So there's times when, because like similar to what Todd was saying, where he checked out. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation he checked out. If I can be honest with you and say, listen, when shit gets tough, I check out. You need to understand that. I don't want to check out, but I'm letting you know this is how it flows. That I am being honest.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you as you said, like, you gotta be able to take it. But sometimes you gotta take it, accept it, and then even when you see it, just be like, you know what?
Deal with it.
but
This is what it is.
Yeah.
And we can change our behavior, but sometimes it's just not as
I
easy.
understand what you're saying.
Especially when you're in a new relationship, because it's kind of like, God damn, it's only been like 30 days. Give me a chance.
now when you check out, when you check out,
I'm a check out person.
When you check out, my position's changed. Now I turn into a safety net.
You don't need to change though, because I'm just saying.
It's I'm ready to just be there for you. I haven't switched anything up. You changed. I just want to be there to be available. It's support. It's support. It's not, I haven't changed, baby. The word was, hey, look, if you need time, if you need this, if you need that. But if you checked out, I just want to be there. Whenever you're ready to come back in,
Double Dutch.
Yeah.
The Double Dutch. I'm ready to jump in. I'm ready to jump in.
I'm ready.
Double
All right, so now
We're doing the double
okay. What we got over
All
here?
Alright, so now it's us.
It's on y'all now. The hostess with the mostest of the Buddha and his tribe. Come on.
You going first? Go ahead, ladies first.
No, you the man.
Go ahead, big time. Go, Carl. Go, Carl.
You
Go,
know
Carl.
how it's working.
Break it down,
You
Carl.
next in rotation.
Yeah,
You next in
yeah.
rotation.
I have no problem with that. So, for me, yeah, honesty was always a tough thing. You know, I come from a player background, so
Don't want to play that no more.
hey man,
My name
we keeping it real, man. There you go. Honesty.
Honesty.
How I
It's
learned
the best policy.
How I learned was you never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You just kind of keep everything separate. So getting with Baby, it was a whole new frontier for me, right? For sure. You know, she said, "I want to be honest," and I've been in relationships before where they say they want to be honest, but when you get turned up, they're like, "Wait a minute, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
I can't handle that." So she was actually the first person that kind of handled that.
You fucking with a fire sign, baby. Hey,
Well, you know.
Aries in the build. So I'm sorry. Go on.
But, you know, I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I just met her. You know what I mean? I didn't know, you know.
Fire's in the build. Move.
I like that.
That was just
I like that. So, you know, as a man,
Feel that.
you know, living life, you
That's that
know,
light skin shit.
as a man living life, you know, you kind of like, you go through, you try to decipher what's real, what's
Big dog.
It's gone now.
So let me ask you
Light
this.
skin.
All right.
Behind, light.
All right, well,
Real light.
What was it?
You all right?
Okay, there's a bug in my mouth and I'm about to freak out.
It's not a big dog.
No, it's all right. Listen, we got it.
It's not a big
You
dog.
got
Making
it.
a guess
It's
of
okay.
him.
We're gonna let it work.
Yeah.
As long as it don't
Nobody
fly.
sees it.
It's not a roach. That's all that matters. It's not a roach.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
one.
it's an outside bug that don't
So
belong
man,
in
y'all
the
gotta
house.
qualify that.
Time out. It ain't a dang on roach. Alright? Ain't no roaches
Okay,
in the
y'all
house.
know what that means.
Very good. All right, Todd had a question.
I got a question.
Yes,
What was it? What was the point for you? What was it about her that made you realize or understand that you can be completely honest with her and not have to worry about repercussions?
That's a great.
That's a
good.
light
That's a great question.
Well, I'm gonna speak honestly about that. It never was about her. It was about me.
Okay.
You know, you live your life doing certain things a certain way. You know, they got the terminology. You keep doing the same thing, expecting different results.
Yes.
You know,
It's an ass in the
it's a
We got an
insanity.
exterminator in the building.
It's called insanity. So you originally got to realize, okay, if you want to change the way you do things, you want to change the way your fortunes are, you got to actually change. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I said, fuck it, let's try it this way. I ain't never did it that way. Let's try it this way to see if it works. And it's working.
Yeah.
It's still a building process. We're still on this journey. So we're going to figure out how this journey is going to play out, you know? But there it is. It was never really about her. It's all about me, self, you know?
Okay.
In order to be honest with somebody else, you got to first be honest with yourself.
Bing!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, who you are, you know? You got to say, hey, man, I'm a scumbag. This is what I did. Move on.
Y'all say some real play.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the collection.
Y'all say some real shit up
You
there.
got your quarter? What you got?
I got nothing.
Oh,
She got
I got
everything.
something.
I'll put you in 52 after
Saw
that.
that face? I got nothing.
so, you know, and that's really what it came, you know? I was like, hey, man, this is
But that's
everything.
good though.
It's everything that's going on with me, you know? And if she didn't run, hey, let's see what else is doing. See how everything else work out. You didn't run from the worst. Let's see how everything else worked out. That's my story. That's what happened. No bullshit. Go ahead, man.
You can take me out my worst.
Mm-hmm.
I know you love me at my best.
I'm feeling that.
That was good.
Yes, he is.
Look
Look at it, got to go to. So, so meeting him was not I don't know. It was just one of those flukes.
Siobhan over there.
I don't know what happened.
She's good. She's good.
What did you do?
Tell them thank you.
Thank you.
Tell them thank you.
Yeah, meeting him. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have a drink to it.
Go ahead.
Well,
So meeting him was really not like it was not on purpose per se. You know what I'm saying? But apparently it was destined to take place.
She said, "Sounded like she."
And then he gets so flat.
So for me, as far as honesty, it's a lot going on because it's live, right? So and it fucks me up. It throws me off. I said, for the record, I said I was gonna work on.
Stay on task.
I said I was gonna work on my language, and
It's English.
She failed.
It's English.
He failed.
it's okay tonight.
Keep it
So
going.
anyway.
Keep it going. Go ahead, Twan.
All right, so
It's alright.
meeting him was weird. I'm gonna just go with that. Start over. It was weird.
Tell your story.
Because I got in a group. I forget who even put me in the group. But I don't even think they were even active in the group. But they put me in the group. So I was just sitting back in the background, just kind of perusing, seeing what was going on, right?
Can you define perusing? Lord, man!
That's a white skin right there.
Hey, she was scrolling down.
I was scrolling in the chat.
That's a light skin question.
Alright, I was just on the Sunset Boulevard, just cruising down the street.
Amen.
Ain't my sits.
Rolling down
Okay.
the street.
Oh, sorry. Sipping on
Gin.
gin and
Baby.
It's the vibe.
See, this is what's wrong. This is why I can't stay on task. They want me to stay on task. Okay, very good. So, I'm back. Anyway,
you were
so
perusing.
I had done went down perusing through the timeline, checking things out, and so it was this one particular post. I forget what the content was, but they were lying. Them bras, okay, excuse me. The women in there were lying to themselves, to social media, and I was just like, they lying. And so it was his post, needless to say. So I went ahead and like, you know they lying, right? You know, because I had one of my little goals for the year was that I would step out of my comfort zone. And I didn't know how it was going to happen. I was going to network, blah, 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 right? There were certain things that I was going to do. And one of the things was, part of my networking, I can't network if I stay in my comfort zone, right? So, me and this group, I just jumped in his inbox. Go down in the DM.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what they say. You know what I mean? I was like, well, let me see about this DM thing. So I'm up in there, like, you know they lying, yo.
Word.
I did. That's what I did. But it was real tough. So we actually started kicking it back and forth.
You were fishing. You were fishing. Bring it in.
Yeah. He wasn't finessing because, look, let me tell you. I invited this clown. Let's go have some drinks and keep talking because you cool peeps.
I definitely denied.
He was like, nah.
What?
He said no. I was like, damn, son. You don't know who I am. But okay, cool. You sure you want to say no?
Hold on, pause.
Where you looking? You looking at this or you looking at me? You said that player card got revoked. We revoked the player card.
Which one you going?
She said,
You got punched in the face.
I had done went out.
No.
I was partying.
No.
Simone tried to keep it up.
Here's the
He was lying.
Go ahead.
Tell me what you trying to do. I asked him, let's go get some drinks and keep talking because you cool peeps.
You're right. She did do that. She did do that.
And
He said no.
And he said no.
and then
What?
He said no.
I said, all right, cool.
That's a
you
pimp
sure?
move right there. That's what I'm talking
and
about.
then
He told me no. He told me no.
and then.
So I had to get up all over my girls. I don't know. I might have told you. I think I told you. Told Katrina. Told about 3 people.
Okay.
This nigga just said no.
And what? And then what?
You working on your language.
You don't want to work on your
You just said you working on your language.
All you want right now.
That's what going on.
And then what?
That's what I said. Okay, but I was like, oh, you know, he actually pretty cool. I'm gonna keep talking to him because you know I really like the dude.
Yeah, standards.
That actually quite intellectual.
So he turned you down and then you started back up.
But I still kept talking to him. I was like, all right,
Okay,
cool.
you got
It was
some play hard,
spontaneous.
man.
He ain't used to a chick like me.
Okay.
Asking him out on a date.
Oh, you asked twice.
I don't know about him. I do not believe this.
Keep going, keep going.
That's good. We got a question.
We got a question. Lando got a question.
We got a two-part question. I'll proceed.
Yeah, I got a two-part.
All right, two-part.
Go for it.
Yes, the cake was dry.
Do the light-skinned dude fish drink?
Yes, I do. What would you like, sir?
Some brown.
Some brown.
We sipping, y'all.
What?
So what happened? Get back to the story. What
Back to
happened?
my story.
My second
Oh,
question
but
is
his
this.
second
We
question.
got a second question.
Like skin hands. Everybody came into a relationship with baggage from a past relationship.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
What made y'all come together and face? Did y'all face the baggage together or?
No.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
had to
go
face
ahead and
my
get on this.
baggage by
Okay,
myself.
we'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Everybody get on camera. You got the ball.
I'll get to that. Okay, for the audience, I have a question that came from the audience, an internal audience.
He didn't finish his question.
I was giving ultimatums to the question because I had my own preset questions.
Okay.
But because y'all did just awesome.
We got a question,
Then you
ladies
got
and
them and
gentlemen.
them that's working on it. So all I want to know is if you faced it, did y'all come to a mutual agreement to face that problem, or did you personally yourself say, I have to face this problem? And if you did you reconcile your past relationship to be able to know what type of problem you have besides blaming the other person?
Okay.
I can't even repeat it.
Well, you better come on and make them dig.
Hey, that was a dark-skinned nigga question.
And it was good.
I put lotion on.
Light skin.
So she gonna answer the question.
I'm gonna answer your question
After she finishes
after I
her-
finish, okay?
No.
So we got an internal question, ladies. And I'm looking over here. Sorry.
You look what, right here?
I'm
Right
looking
here?
at
Right?
the camera.
that one too.
Great. All right. So I got an internal question, and I'm gonna come back to it. So I'm gonna make it quick and simple. I'm gonna finish it up with him,
Please.
so we can get to this question. That was really good. So nevertheless, all in all, that's how we met. Fast forward, it was more in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna miss out. I'm gonna chop, chop. But just so you know,
water with my shit.
I'm a photographer. I ain't a bartender.
all right, make it a drink. Somebody help him with a drink. All
Dark people
right.
would have made sure the liquor was the same.
This is live, so I will go. I already put it in.
No, that's all I'm on.
This is great. This is
Y'all
great.
shut up.
I just put the ice in there.
Y'all want me to be
That's
focused,
right.
but I can't be focused because I really have
We
attention
tried. I
deficit.
narrated focus over
Okay.
there.
I will be over here talking over here and trying to focus over here.
I'm drinking water too.
So we finish it up.
Yeah, that's just ice and
Now,
alcohol.
fast forward.
That's wrong.
Go make them a stronger drink.
You get the back
Fast
dry,
forward.
that's good enough.
Honesty. I really
Put a splash
needed
of
to
Coke
be in a better place. Okay? And I stayed single for a while so that I could be in a better place. And so when y'all were talking about getting yourself together and what it is that you want intellectually, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, blah, 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 you really do have to focus on yourself. So yes, part of what he was saying about he made the choice to be honest, I had already made the choice. And so I kind of manifested a guy like him. I didn't know it was going to come in this fashion, this person.
Dark skinned man over
That
there.
greatness that
This
is
all
sitting
this,
to your right.
all this bootaliciousness.
He turned you down, and then what happened?
But even though he turned me down on my
you
first
know?
drink, we are sipping
I know exactly.
and having cocktails right
There
now.
you go.
understand what I'm saying?
I'm confused with that. I'm confused with
And
that.
as far as the honesty is concerned, he actually shares a lot.
Did you
I'm
make
confused.
a decision to be honest or just open?
Open and honest.
I didn't expect these questions from you.
Like open
Dark
and
skin,
honest.
baby.
He didn't know it would be this way. Right. He didn't know, but I set the platform for him to be that way because I wasn't going to really take too much.
So I got a question for Carl. Since she set the tone, to be open and
because he told me about his past.
How was that? Yeah, how was that affected your pride in relationship? Because you know, coming in a relationship to be mended with someone, you have to give
Come
rid of your
closer,
pride
landlord.
and your ego.
Come in.
I'm about to turn the
Come closer so maybe we can. Stand here so they can hear you.
Okay, so
stand right here.
No, come
stand right here.
closer so you can at least hear it. You can be heard.
Don't move.
Don't turn the camera. You can just stand right here and say what you said.
Yeah,
so
stay in the
camera can
middle. You don't have to be on the camera, but stand in the middle so we can answer. This is an audience question.
All right.
So when she proposed to be open and honest, did you feel a direct attack towards your ego and your pride because of a certain tone that man we live?
Okay.
Is it did that affect any pride about you, or was it easier to open up to her after she presented
From a
that?
man's perspective.
First of all, let's cut it to the chase. She didn't necessarily propose it. She didn't say anything at all. But when I came clean about whatever it is I had to say,
Because of you denying her.
no.
That damn denial was big.
I'm asking Rick a question real quick. So
Please.
Let me get to your question.
Rick, can you stop kicking the camera?
So I'm asking Rick a question. Rick trying to stop. So
You moving it. Fix it. Jay, fix it. Fix it, Jesus.
It's good.
He cameraman see.
here's the thing about denying her. It had nothing to do exactly with what she wanted or what she didn't want. I'm a gentleman, so
It's what you was going through, right?
You know, I'm a gentleman. So if we're gonna go out,
He had been out hoeing.
no. If we're gonna go out, if we're gonna go out, then I want to front the bill because I'm a gentleman. First time we meet, that's what I want to do. So I didn't have it at that moment in time because I just paid my bills. So why am I gonna go ahead and be like, hey, we're gonna go out somewhere? This is my mentality. This is how I roll. So I told her no because I didn't have it.
Right.
I don't know her.
Right.
So
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Nobody else know your number.
Go ahead.
Right. And I understood. I got it. Like, even though he didn't explain it to me, I know that it's not normalcy.
Oh, you know he didn't have any money.
I didn't know
that.
I didn't know he didn't have any money.
But he ain't have no money because he took care of his bills.
Right. Like, well,
priorities, not home.
Right. And it wasn't so much as he didn't have money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like you said,
Well, y'all
I
been
didn't
taking
really
this
care
too
per se about the money itself. I was actually captivated by the conversation, and so I was saying, let's just go have a few drinks.
Wow.
In my mind, if I invite a person, I'm taking care of the bill.
All right.
You're going to have to dance.
I didn't know that. Exactly.
That's a fair
You got to dance.
That's a fair assessment.
I won't answer my question. I've been with my wife
So-
14 years. I'm only 37.
Okay.
I don't know questions to what I want.
So-
what I want to know.
So to answer your
Back to the baggage. So the audience, internal audience question was, when you have baggage, how do you come to face and reconcile your past baggage into your new relationship? Do you have reconciliation of your past baggage before you move forward? Right.
I didn't think I sounded that smart.
Well,
You impressed me. You impressed her.
One thing I do,
It was
I
very
write stuff
impressive.
you know, if you label it, because labels are such a concrete setup situation. If you label it past, you're still allowed to be present. So I'm gonna
Say that again.
I'm about to say
Come on now.
Right.
if you label it past, you just talk about it, it's still present. So you have to check your own shit.
Hello.
And make sure you put a period on. You can have a past with a period. Now
History.
you can
It's
move
history.
forward. You know what? We learn from history.
It's history. That's what it is.
American, Caribbean, French, all kind of stuff.
Do you see acceptance and love when, I mean, as far as somebody comes, do you see acceptance and love like you're going to accept who you love because of circumstances of what you portray? Like women have a certain bar of who they want to be with. Like a woman don't want to have a kid by a bottom feeding guy. They want the top feeding guy. So do you take acceptance of love as I'm going to accept who enjoys me the way I enjoy them, or do you say I'm going to take acceptance of love on who I choose to be with?
Experience, prayer, and understanding has made me successful. And they're not failures, they were learning tools to get to today.
Can I?
So, everything that has happened,
yeah, man,
in my 48 years, coming up to my 49th, has allowed me to be sitting right here with this one here.
It's a purpose. Every experience goes
you know, but look here. She has one.
20.
It might be complicated. It might not be. Mine might be complicated. It might not be. But we need to say, hey, today, because I tell her all the time, like, babe, today we start new. Because all that other stuff, we all got it. So it's a learning tool. When you go and check in for a tutorial, hey, we rolling out some new stuff.
Camera full.
Okay.
You know,
wait a minute, I'm gonna let them finish.
And what it is for me, my past experiences are that they have tuned me like you tune a Steinway piano.
Absolutely.
To be who I am today.
All right.
Okay.
If I didn't have them, I would be off tune every day.
Before we move on, real quick, I'm gonna get to you, Eric, because I know you got them. I know you
Call my name out here.
Don't worry about it. You don't know who he is. It's all right. It's all right. Rock him. Everything rock him.
I'm gonna put our picture in the goddamn comment.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
That was hilarious.
But before I want to go, that's what I'm saying. Before we move on to the internal audience, we're going to go to Shavonna with regards to what is too much honesty as a couple. That was a great. As a single person, as a couple. And it's live, so it's a lot of movement and craziness going on. My friend didn't even get her white pants dirty. Okay,
that's much skills.
So as a single person here at this table, I have not always been single, right?
Okay.
And I have had a little seasoning in the skillet.
Okay.
And I've been trying to figure out what works for me because I feel like until I know that, I cannot be with we, right? So for me, honesty and knowing yourself is paramount. I feel like without that, things crumble because it come up later. Things manifest themselves later. You can put on your mask. You can be Mr. Right and WRIGHT and wear the mask. But it comes off at some point. And a lot of times it come off after the wedding, after the relationship has started, and you just knew you was going to be happy with this woman, man, in between. And all of a sudden you find out they snort coke. Sometimes you find out they, not just the lying and stuff, but you find out so many.
Take somebody to jail.
Sometimes you find out so many things about a person that you could have or would have helped them get through, or said, hey, that's too much for me to handle, or said whatever you would have done if you had known the truth. So for me, Honesty is paramount, no matter what it is, because then you can handle it or not. But you get to choose it and not waste your time.
So with your decision, did you decide that? Did you decide that because of the situation, or did you decide that because your inner self was telling you that you haven't bettered yourself? And did you go into that relationship from a past relationship, or was that like your first love or relationship?
Now, for me, I've always tried to be as upfront as I thought I could be. For a while, first couple serious relationships, I wasn't upfront. I thought I was, but I didn't share my whole self with this person, right? I thought I was until I figured I really wasn't. Like, I thought I could be this person that I thought a girlfriend should be. And that wasn't who I was. So through that, then I figured, oh, okay, well, this ain't really gonna work. But I'm gonna still keep playing this game because I don't want to be alone. So,
boom, and all that. Did you ever feel like that you needed some type of reconciliation because you take fault into the separation of you two, right?
I think so. No.
Take fault into the separation?
Your responsibility.
I take responsibility. Okay, so in every relationship you have a responsibility, right? But there are certain relationships that you're in that was so false from the beginning.
That's an excuse because you got to take self-worth.
You can't answer my question for me, sir.
Oh, well, I'm just saying you can't give me an excuse.
You asked me a question, though.
Okay.
You asked me a question. So when you're in a relationship with a person who's not being honest, and you operate off of those dishonesties, then you can't take responsibility for them being dishonest.
But you have to take responsibility for your actions.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Anytime that you,
absolutely. So let me give you truth. Let me give you truth right now.
Okay. Could have started out shit.
I've been with a person who was married. Did not know that they were married. Found out they were married. Talked to the wife. Fully took responsibility for not fully investigating. I mean, I guess I should have, did a background check. I don't know.
Yeah.
But did that and then cut it short. So I've taken responsibility as a single person. I've taken responsibility as a person in a relationship. And I'll say that was just like having children and having to go through like child support and do different things like that. Or choosing to not go through child support, which you don't hear.
The whole reason for you to talk to the wife was because of...
Well, the whole reason for talking to the wife is because he called her from my phone and I didn't know it was the wife. And so we had a conversation and she said, oh yeah, we got married 3 months before you got pregnant.
Wow.
That's true.
I want to drill all the way into yours, but we ain't got a lot of...
That's true. That's true. So how you supposed to be honest with that?
Well, that's because it's not about totally being honest with them. It's about finding your own self-worth.
But that's the question. The question is about honesty.
It's finding yourself within your whole situation.
So let's get into that. Finding yourself and saying, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for who I am and what my parts are within this relationship, no matter what the issue or outcome was.
See, but contacting a wife, now you gotta admit this.
No, you're going into your business. We asking my question.
All right, cut it. Just cut it. Just cut it. You gotta cancel this shit. Put the foot down. This shit over with. Are we on live?
Wait a minute, let's get
I got told we gotta cut the shit. Now put him in the game.
I want this one.
There is no contacting the wife.
We need to stay on point. We gotta stay on point.
I don't fuck plenty of married
You did what?
women. Yeah, okay.
Was you about to say men?
No.
We not
You should have said that to the next part. Jesus.
Hey, next part.
Real quick.
Yeah, you should have waited a little bit.
The conversation was not about contacting the wife, because again, I didn't know who it was. The contact was
y'all know we on Facebook.
something that I'm not really going to get into.
You called her from your phone.
Right. I was recalling a number that I didn't recognize, and it happened to be the wife. It wasn't no.
It wasn't no let me call
I didn't know that there was a wife.
Y'all gonna make this shit go viral.
It pops up that it was the wife, and the wife told me everything else. So that has nothing to do with nothing. But when we talk about taking personal,
that cake dry in your throat, huh?
I'm still listening.
Look over there.
I can't hear myself.
I don't know.
Well, we just gonna report over here to the senior.
Whatever.
So the senior.
I got a question for the
So when we talking about
White
chocolate.
when we talking about taking.
I done seen y'all over there.
Hold on.
Oil there, DJ. Y'all look like y'all 25 again.
Hold on.
Can I go? Hold on.
Is it Amsterdam?
She was not finished. Let her finish. Go ahead.
When we talk about taking personal responsibility, that's where you take yourself out of the situation and you do some self-reflection. I personally have gone to counseling to see why does a person think that they could try me like that? What about me says I'm open to being misused and mishandled? Right. What about me says I would accept some bullshit like that and not kill it?
Easy.
Right? So I've done that for myself, and I didn't date for 2 years after that. 2. Didn't have sex, none of that for 2 years, because I wanted to know who I was and what I would accept, and that helped me be more honest.
From that.
Real question though, D.
Wait your turn. Eric.
Okay,
I mean,
No Harvey Weinstein.
EB. Man behind the scenes.
Alright, I just want to kind of tie some stuff up with that. Can you be too honest?
We got completely off the honesty on that.
Can you be too honest in a relationship? Let's be honest. Let's be honest in this discussion. There is no such thing as being too honest. Either you're honest or you're not.
Right.
Point blank.
Right.
The problem is, and we all are guilty of this, we don't go out with, we don't have ourselves at the initial start of conversation / talking / dating with anybody. We send a representative.
Right.
We do. Because nobody goes to a job interview in their bed clothes. You put on your Sunday's best and you show up.
Right.
You do not. You send representative. Hold on. Let me finish. You send a representative. After a certain time in your life, you realize, like Carl said, you can't keep doing the same thing thinking that you're going to get a different result. At some point, you do decide, hey, this not working. I gotta show up to this job interview in my pajamas. I gotta let this person see the real me.
She gotta see my dick for the size it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But here's the kicker on that. When you meet somebody and you present yourself as yourself,
in your pajamas.
They gotta be ready to handle that.
Right.
That's the key.
That's how you know that it's working.
If they not ready to handle that,
You know,
move on.
Yeah.
Just like you said.
End of discussion right there. That's it.
Just like the question was asked about dealing with your past and reconciliation, you don't need to worry about that. Because believe it or not, if somebody truly likes you, if they truly like you,
don't you want to treat somebody
listen,
with the same?
Listen to this. If they truly like you, they're gonna love your past.
Right. Hello.
See, because my woman, I love her past because her past made her who she is today.
Hello.
I love who she is today. I gotta love everything about her past. I done seen the post where could you date somebody who done slept with a whole bunch of people? Yes. Because if that made them who they are today, and I love who they are today, then I gotta love every dick they sucked and fucked.
Yeah.
I gotta love every click they licked and sucked.
Yes.
Hold on.
I got to do it.
He was trying to see the truth.
But that's the truth. You got to love it. Whatever trials and tribulations somebody went through in their past to make me stronger and better for you, they did that for you. If that path was laid out to get to you.
You had me, man, until you said you gotta love the past. I don't think you have to love the past because I don't like anybody that did some bad in their past, but you have to be able to accept it.
You have to accept it.
But you gotta love none of that. You just gotta be able to accept it.
Then you love that woman. You didn't go through it, so you don't have to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? You didn't deal with it. You didn't go through what they went through in their life. But you got to.
Why can't we try to
Exactly. So if you want to call it love, you want to call it acceptance.
No, it's acceptance.
What else?
You got to tolerate it. You got to tolerate it. That's all. It's tolerated.
We got an audience.
It's okay that you was a prostitute. I don't love that.
Hey, wait a minute.
But I accept the fact that you did what you did.
There
you go.
Accept
what
they went through.
Now sit down.
The person they are today.
So y'all accepted it, but can you live with it?
If you win that person, you living with it.
Hey, that's walk up to you.
Phil, you had us looking good for a minute, man.
I just like you gonna accept it.
I don't like you no more.
Oh, you don't cook eggs and your eggs don't look good.
Hold on.
Tension on the compound. Okay, tension on the compound.
I'm gonna add a little something to what Phil just said. You know what I'm saying? You can accept it. You can accept it, but can you live with it?
Well, here's the thing with that.
Hold on,
if you with that person and y'all together, guess what? You living with it.
Exactly.
Because you didn't run away. It could be everybody. There's a million reasons not to be with somebody. And there's only about 5 to be with. So at the end of the day, you gotta those 5 got to outweigh a million.
Right.
That's just what it is.
I can agree.
To my host, I asked my wife, is there any way I can narrate with y'all on y'all stuff so people can talk about this type of stuff? And I see right now, me doing this in a group ain't gonna work out. Everybody gonna have something to say. But we want, because I still want to get, I want to get over
I'm
here.
coming back.
This is the best
But real quick. Hold on, baby, real quick. I just want to say this real quick.
Oh, so I gotta take y'all seats now.
One thing I can tell you with regards to your original question about it's honesty / baggage. Come on, past baggage, right? So, alright, it's okay. Alright, we live, baby, just real quick. Alright, so before we move on, because we have some other people that want to talk and ask questions and such. But one of the things I will say about this young fella, yes, he definitely came with his baggage, as did I, right? And that's
my platter.
One of the things he said his platter. One of the things that he's mentioned when he told me about different situations. Some people may be watching. It doesn't matter. I'm cool with that, right? And so, like we just summarized and said acceptance. I told him, okay, let me get my mouth right.
We live, you know that,
It's
right?
very cultivated.
I don't know where this going.
I really do not care so long as nobody come for me.
Hello. Keep them in check.
If they don't come for me, I won't have to show up.
Hello.
So
Tell them hoes to go home.
Okay.
So, is it still
and
recording?
after, it's still recording.
Cool.
We live.
Academy Award.
And I meant that.
Hello.
So,
I still mean that.
so
Hello.
can we get to the good shit now?
Okay.
Alright.
That was the good shit if you missed it.
Oh, we gotta wait till our host
So
stop
now-
taking selfies.
Oh, she's doing angles now.
So since we got that out of the way,
Bullshit. You the bullshit.
all of the shit that he had done, all of the finessing, all of the whatevers that he thought he was doing, it didn't matter to me at all.
Well, wait a minute. I got my
Because I'm an
financial
individual.
advisor.
I'm just saying, I'm an individual, and I want to be treated how I want to be treated. So what you did, all your skills, you may bring them to the table, but you will make sure they go all the way up.
All the way up.
All right, we gotta hurry up because my
Just
wife
saying.
come here, then I ain't gonna get an ask all.
You can So I just wanted to say about the day.
Showed up.
And
Clint, go ahead. Let Clint.
So let me
Let Clint get the floor. Hold on, Carl. Let Clint get the floor.
That's his wife. So,
Oh, baby, I need it.
And his wife showed up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Clint. Go ahead now.
So we have someone that can come on the scene.
Here.
what?
Let me stand by the camera so they can hear you over there.
Oh, brother. You was a camera ready.
Hey, let me put on my fake deep voice.
Hey, you got next to let me play some Barry White music.
I just don't want to sound light skinned.
What up, though?
We're already on the table. Go ahead. So I had a few things to say. I've been waiting my turn. I'm a little drunk off Red Bull. Hey man, so
You said Red Bull.
you're poor. So first, I don't know if it's Kemetic or Polynesian, Chinese, whatever. There's an old saying that says the truth out of season falls upon deaf ears.
Okay.
Right?
Because you ain't ready.
Let me explain that though.
But we need you to speak up a little bit.
But let me explain that. All right, I know how to project.
There you go.
All right, so
Say it again. Truth out
the
of
truth
season.
out of season falls upon deaf ears.
Yeah,
That means
You can't be
I could be truthful as hell,
But if she ain't
but if
ready,
you can't receive my truth, we have a problem, Houston. Right?
Right.
So I'll use something simple. Right? I'm very, very honest. That's I'm honest to a fault, and I've only been honest to the women in my life now. Because prior to that, men, we have a code that I can get my man card taken from. It's whatever gets the job done. That's what we saying and what we doing.
I love you right now.
We don't none so.
All right. So, but when I met my wife, I can't explain why. I just never wanted to lie to her. Huh?
You were ready, wife.
I lied to every chick before my wife.
I'm just saying, you had a past relationship before your wife.
I lied to every what?
You had a past relationship before your wife.
Yeah, kids all yeah. So,
Because you were ready for something different.
well, you have no idea what I was going through.
We was young, but let's
So I was young, and I just never wanted to lie to her. I can't explain it. You can call it the higher power. You call it whatever you want, God, whatever. But I never wanted to lie to her.
Absolutely.
So some things have happened in our relationship that I had to be like, hey, look, this is the past. It's coming to haunt me, but you got some choices. You either be here or not be here. I
Lay
understand.
the cards on the table.
And she chose to be here. So truth out of season. So I was going to say the truth out of season falls upon deaf ears. So my truth is, you may ask me, how do I look in these jeans? You know what you look like. So if you don't look good, and I say, hey, you might not want to wear those, and then your feelings are hurt, you can't receive the truth.
You want
Right. So the problem that I find often in relationships is women say they want truth, right? But wait. But then you make the man pay for that truth. Right. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Because you're setting up a dynamic where I'll never tell you shit.
God.
Wait,
Yeah.
right? Wait. So
Y'all practice this shit before y'all came?
No, I'm just saying. No, this is experience.
Beautiful
Hey,
shit.
So
Yeah, this shit's beautiful.
You don't start crying. Light skinned dude crying.
So what's beautiful about my relationship, and it took us time to get here. What's beautiful about my relationship with my wife is that we are truly friends. We have this thing we do when I can't just talk to my wife. I said we have to decompress, and I have to say, hey, I can't talk to you as my wife right now. I have to talk to you as my friend, because my friend understands me. My wife might not.
Know the difference.
And she will do whatever.
Separate.
She will do whatever decompressing or whatever mechanism that happens in her, and I can talk to her.
Yeah, we went overtime.
I can talk to her like a friend and say, this is what I'm feeling. So those of y'all who know us, y'all know what goes on in our lives. I don't know if I'm gonna put it out there. But
Yeah, we know. Go ahead.
Sounds good.
This is my first time meeting y'all. I don't know shit.
You're nice here. That's because you like it.
Hey. We're not about to divulge that.
So back to what you were saying. You said you and your wife.
Hold on, wait.
No, I'm just saying back to what you were saying. I got a question for you, but if I can. But go ahead. I want to finish hearing what you're saying. I forgot my thought. You said the last thing you said. You said
I tell her, hey, I need to talk to my friend. So here's the thing. I can go, hey, earlier in our relationship, I couldn't dare to say, hey, that chick is pretty.
Yes, you could.
No, I couldn't do it.
Lies.
No, I couldn't. Okay.
Wait, no.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. No. This is my stage. Hold up. I've been waiting.
But you can't diversify right now. Wait a minute. You got a good point. I just want to follow up.
I can tell my wife I want to fuck another woman. How about that?
Okay,
I couldn't do that up front.
Okay.
Right? I could never say that.
Right.
You ain't know you could.
No. I couldn't.
Not then he could.
Believe me, I couldn't.
Okay.
But so what that did for me was that put me in a place of not being real.
Yeah.
And I want to be my authentic self.
Right. So you really wanted to fuck another woman with
All
your
the time.
wife?
Every man you with want to fuck another
no
woman.
man.
Hold on,
Ain't
don't
no
do
man
it
gonna
like
tell
that.
you.
It was just a fucking question.
I'm just gonna shoot my question like this. You got a level of a friendship with your wife. Do you have that respect of respecting your wife when you make that decision to say, fuck it, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me ask you.
Hold on.
Y'all gotta remember we recording, so I can't hear you.
All right.
If you can condense that question so I can understand it.
Well, my question was this.
I got too many dark-skinned people talking.
Excuse me.
Every nigga wanna fuck
You
3
got the
bitches.
light-skinned dude over here talking, and the dark-skinned
Girl,
people
I'm
can't get
light-skinned.
that. Well, my question is this.
Hard to be light-skinned.
When you decided to you wanted to talk to your friend, did you ever realize that it's a difference between talking to a friend which you're gonna be brutally honest with no matter what, and then having the respect to protect her feelings and your emotions to do that?
I'm not sure I understand your question. My question is from a friend to a spouse. Is it a line there between being honest with a friend and being honest with a spouse?
Let your friend, let your wife answer.
Okay, so let her answer.
Let it from a female perspective. Okay, I'll say this.
You want to get on camera?
No.
Back your ass up here.
So here's the thing. It's understood that when you've been in a relationship for as long as you have and putting everything on the table in the beginning, that respect is there. So when that line is made like, hey, I need my friend right now, I understand that he's going to protect my feelings and all that stuff, and he wants to. But right now he needs to get whatever he needs to get off his chest, and I'm going to put that aside. And he's going to put that aside. He's going to let that go.
Well,
I'm going to let that go. And we're going to move on. So when we get back to, we're not, we're always going to be friends. So I'm always going to know that's what the truth is. But I also already know that he doesn't want to hurt my feelings. He wants to get his shit off his chest.
So, within that union right there, do you see a level of dishonesty, or do you see a level of what's the word I want to look for?
What, in protecting me, or
as far as
him talking?
As far as a union go, do you see that strengthening of you guys' union when
it does, because at the end of the day, if this man can't be who he is, then I'm putting him in a
I will never not live my truth.
And when
not
I put
for
him
her,
in that pigeonhole, then
not
I'm
for nobody.
You say you'll never.
I'll never not live my truth. Not for nobody. My truth is mine. It belongs to me alone, and I will never not live my truth. And if that hurts, that's what it is. But I'm gonna be honest about it, because at the end of the day, we got choices, right? And this is 16 years right here, and so I've been in a place where I didn't live my truth, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. My truth is, I love women. I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. There's nothing else. I love my girl. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that anybody can tell me.
Okay, Clint.
But I'm gonna tell them, hey, I see that over there. I like it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go try and get it, but I want to be honest. I want to be able to put it on the table and say, hey, without, because a lot of my boys, they be like, okay, I can't even look at this because it ain't sexual. Wait a minute, hold on, bro. I got my financial right here. Everybody got I got one more question. This is it. Just one more. All right, one more. You go to light skin, okay. Here it is right here. So we can hear it. This is my question. My question is this. My question is this. As a human being in the world, you have certain aspects and dreams that you want to accomplish and have set forth for your wife. Sure. Now, my understanding is women grow up with this understanding this is how their life is going to be. They grow up doing that. Men, we don't come to that concept until we 25, 30. Somewhere roughly. What we want. Now wait a minute. Didn't I just say we ain't going to turn on each other in front of the women? 25 is the light-skinned brother. The only person is just everybody calm down. Wait, I'm trying to get to it. If we black people stick together, we'd be all right. I'm just trying to be honest. You don't say nothing trying to start talking about money. Yeah, don't say nothing trying to talk about money. So my question is this: with your first and foremost personal business to be able to provide and take care of and make sure that you well. Did you ever find yourself to where when you communicated with your wife for 16 years, did you ever see that where it was hard to say, baby, I'm taking $300 and I'm gonna put it up to where she didn't, to where you can trust her with this? That's a very specific example. That's expensive.
This ain't money.
Well, the only reason I said it's a low number, and plus, every man knows if she gets mad, I gotta go sleep in the car. I done blown some bread, bro. Oh, shit. I done blown bread. Hey, it is what it is. I done blown bread. And she never said shit about it. She just said we were responsible. And we keep it pushing. Like I don't have those problems. We don't make mountains out of molehills. Like we have marital shit. It's like every relationship. We have our mountains and then we kind of move past it. Because
communication is the biggest. That's the biggest thing.
Unless the other
and now that I done walked all the way up here,
now me and this one right here.
Oh, that's a person.
We learned how to
do y'all been together so long.
Cause she don't fucking talk.
Cause
she don't talk.
So what we gotta do? We gotta kick me up.
Alright, no, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm with you.
Y'all go ahead. And this is what I want to do. I don't want to narrate, but I definitely want to write for y'all show.
You good?
If I can.
You're absolutely good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And next time I ask for a piece of paper and pen, just don't give me a pen. I like a pen too.
But hey, what I'm gonna tell you is this. What I'm gonna tell you is this.
He was under the table where the paper was at.
Oh, see? What I'm gonna tell you is this.
She provided it.
If you have anything you need to say, just hit me in the inbox. We
gonna talk about it. I really don't mess around with that, but
hit him up.
Definitely call you.
It's too loud for light skin people.
Y'all don't respect the light skin people.
I gotta go.
Go ahead.
I'm funny as hell.
And then we had a light skin. Come on,
I don't want the light no more. Shit.
Oh no, you got it. It's your shine. It's your shine.
I'm gonna edit everybody's shit out.
That's it.
It's live. How you gonna edit it? Battery done died over here. And the battery.
Honesty. Let's talk about honesty.
God on what?
What is too much honesty?
Well, there is no such thing.
That's when you started. It went into a whole.
Hold on. We got
No, I was just
much honesty.
No, I don't think
Never
so.
say so.
My mom did.
Okay.
Because the ladies haven't had a chance tonight.
When you have two
All the light-skinned
people
people.
that have evolved
Okay.
already, mentally, emotionally, you don't have to ask for honesty. You don't have to say,
About-
hey, this is what we're gonna. You have to even talk about it. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be given. If that's the person that you say, I want to be with you, and you have to be at that place. You don't have to say, are we gonna go this way? You don't even have to ask. Because if a man or a woman want each other and they recognize that person, this is the one I want right here, you don't have to ask for nothing.
Absolutely.
It happens. Honesty just flows
That's
right
right.
on out of you. You start up honesty from the first get-go. When we first started talking, I didn't ask him nothing. I didn't tell him that. He's like, this is what I need in a woman. And I was like, what the hell he telling me that for? Right? When he need a woman. I didn't think nothing about nothing. He didn't think nothing about nothing. We started off as friends, but we started off, when we look back at the post of how we were talking to each other, we were being who we were from day one. We didn't send a representative. We were transparent. So we didn't have any insecurities or fears about being who we are. You have to be who you are from the start. In order to be free and be who you show every part of you, and that person can accept you. And when I told him this is me, this, I'm just gonna put it out there, because I don't care whether you walk away or not. I don't care. I don't know you. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna tell you who I am, what I need, what I don't need, what I'm about. Walk away, it's your choice, but this is me, and I'm gonna lay it out there.
Then she hollered at her brother.
Yeah, I'm just lay it out there, and he said.
I'm just saying it's a lot of colorism because you kind of on the dark skin side. Everybody was quiet.
It's no
The
such
light
thing
skinned
as
person
too much
can't get
honesty.
3 seconds.
You can. You say it loud enough.
You're gonna be
I can't project my voice.
Time shows everything, though.
You gotta be real from start to finish.
Let the light skin talk.
All I was going to say. This is all I was going to say. I had one thing to say. Okay.
And he forgot.
No.
You getting little tips in that.
No, I got water in here. So
trying to dilute.
No, it was just to reiterate before the shit went all the way to a whole nother level. Is that one of the things I learned in 2018? Is that when you focus on your shit, when you focus on your shit and you focus on your business and you focus on your priorities, one is absolutely enough. And sometimes one is too much. Yeah. Because when you come together, like me and mine, we've been together 9 months. And I ain't see the shit happening. You gotta walk away from me in the middle of my moment. We supposed to be here with each other. Okay, so I ain't foresee the shit happening. When we first seen each other, I was high as fuck, and I walked away from the table. I didn't think we was ever gonna link up again. And 9 months later, you know, I'm madly in love with her, and you seen her, she's different than the norm. She's not my standard. She's not that person. But just like you said there and said,
is she white?
She's not what you wanted, but she's what you needed.
She's everything I needed. She's
what?
Everything.
You know that in 9 months.
Not necessarily what you want.
No.
Yeah, you know
Let him finish.
So I don't know.
No, I don't know. See, the thing is, it's funny because we took a moment, but when we came back together, I realized that, just like you said there and said, Clint, you ain't want to lie to her.
No.
Okay, so I felt like that we had a connection that was really, really deep. Where I felt like she was my friend. So, you know, the honesty, you know, I had to give her that because she's always been honest with me and it's propelled us forward. And only thing I was sitting saying, as far as me, for me, I don't need a whole bunch because a whole bunch of shit complicated me for 34 years. I'm going on 35 in July. And I finally got to that point in time in my relationship in my life where I realized all the extracurricular bullshit was holding up my promise. It was taking me away from my focus. And now going to my 35th year, it's like, I said it. I spoke.
And real quick, because there, you know, it's such a unique. Good night. It's such a unique situation. Everybody's standards, their processes are different, right? Just like Johnny said, 9 months, you did this, you did that. I left the situation. I didn't want to deal with nobody. The only initials you could have with me is FWB.
Friends with benefits for those.
You come, you go, right? We have. If we need to discuss it, we talk about it.
Absolutely.
Because I've been married, almost married again, baby from that relationship. I didn't want those complications in my life. I just want you to come through, hang, go. And then I'll set the alarm. You let down, I'm like, Lord.
You've been here too long.
Sit it down. But, so going through all those experiences, because I don't did it before. I don't did it. I'll be 50 in a year. So I don't did it. So here I am, just chilling. Not really doing anything. Populating with y'all. Great group of people.
I know, right?
In and out, doing this, that, and the other. Felipe might show up, turn up. You know, we have some drinks. So here comes this young lady. I ain't really had nothing to say to her. We ain't really had no conversation. We just happened to be in the same room, same environment. Let her sleep. She good. Y'all report. She can hear it later. The environment was nice, right? So, one night at the Harrisons, we had a chance to conversate.
Absolutely.
Or converse. That's what it is.
I have no idea.
But it was just, we were like sitting there talking to her, and I was like, cutting up.
Kiara.
So my story was that we were sitting there, hanging out, cutting up. A week, 2 weeks later, I get a, hey, I like your style. What? So I got up at the time when I was smoking. Y'all know what I do when I come home from work. I go on the back porch, fix me a cocktail, and fix me a drink. I'm just talking about how I wasn't ready, I wasn't looking, I wasn't nothing. But it happened.
Yay.
You got 9 months in. I only got like 4.
Word.
But the shit is great.
Hey!
The shit is great because I accept who she is.
Because you were ready.
Hold on. I was open.
Was he?
Open.
Because I had said what I didn't want to do. I had standards. I had rules and regulations. But I was not denying love.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. But if it happened, but see, me as a regular dude, I said,
regular dude.
1, 2, 3 things had to happen for me to let me know that this the chick that I need to skirt with.
One
was she had to kind of just be into me.
2
was she had to have love of life things that I like.
Okay.
Like
music. She like all the music I like. Similarities, yes.
Even
and the
yoked a little bit.
And the third one was she had to be appreciative and understand compromise.
He didn't say she had to be 24, 36, 48. He didn't say she had to have a 7, 25.
Hey,
but if that's what you want,
you know what? Because we put so much emphasis on that.
I had to be visually
Everybody put emphasis
She
on
has,
what
but see, here's the thing. As a man,
all right.
She has had experiences. Bigger, taller, bigger, this, that.
Amen.
You know what? Guess what I think about that? They got shit to do with me.
Boom.
Absolutely.
I applaud you. I applaud you for having life. But you here with me right now. That's all you got to deal with.
Well. We're going to cut the live feed off so we can just go ahead and turn up. Wait, hold on. One more time before we turn up. Did you have something to say?
No, go ahead.
Light skin didn't get represented right in this one.
Well, I'm not either. I'm working as a
All right.
I think I represent
So,
Am I light skin?
You kind of, yeah. Yeah, we ain't get represented right. I want you right.
Light skin, brown skin.
See, y'all are definitely.
You should have gone from the middle of my show.
Don't nobody know. They can't like me. You ain't
You in the house. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you all.
One day I can be out in the car with Clinton. One day I can be picking.
I got them clothes on show.
You ain't lying about that. Still ain't lying about that.
You can't handle
See that way to go, man. This is cocktails and conversation.
This
man.
cut off. This is off.
No, we
Yeah, that was dead. Yeah, I think all my shit dead.
Yeah, look on this phone.
Hey, listen, this is cocktails and conversation, man. We really enjoying the people showing us love from Buddha and Baby.
Thank y'all for allowing us to
Sipping, like we really is sipping. Like,
I gotta go buy Disney World and go bed. But I gotta get them 6 left.
This is what it's all about, man. It's all about. This is what it's all about. It's all about coming together and talking about real things, man.
Right.
And
Next time we're gonna do the
being able to
podcast.
express yourself, because everybody has every walk of life, different walks of life.
Yeah.
So we just got to be able to, accept whoever everybody is, and see them for where they at. You know what I'm saying? And respect everybody.
I know.
There it is. Baby.
Where's your bubbles at?
Oh, the bubbles.
Sparkles.
So, as far as the bowls are concerned,
I ain't know about no bubbles.
I didn't do my bubbles tonight because I wanted it to be an open discussion. But the bubbles, basically, if you've seen them previously, I got this idea from a guy that I listened to online named Javon Clark, just so that no one says that I took away his
What up, though?
away from him. You know, I don't want to steal his thunder, but I'm using the bubbles in my own interpretation of it. So ultimately, with the bubbles, you put all of your wants and desires in your bubbles. Okay, man and woman, right? And so what you do is you take your bubbles, you combine them, and you actually see what's important. If there's anything that align with each other, if it doesn't, what at the end of the day, what can you wake up in the morning with? And deal with, right? That is your acceptance. That is your past. That is your forward movement. That is all these things that we have ultimately been talking about tonight. Communication, honesty, the man or woman that you want to build, the person that they was, the experiences, blah, 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 right? Because it all in all, it sums up to be these bubbles. Wants and desires, past, blah, 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 right? So nevertheless, you're going to X off the areas of those bubbles that when you come together, your bubbles are going to match up at some point, right? You're going to have some form of alignment, and then those are the things that you're going to get rid of, and that is what you're going to begin to build on. That is where your foundation will start together. You're going to come in with something, but it's that other, normally you should have...
don't hit the buzzer.
Normally you should have 85%. Like, that's my number. That's 85%. So if a man come in with 85%, I'm not expecting 100 because nothing is 100% but death.
Hell no.
All right. Death is the only thing that's 100%. Right?
And
it's happening. It's gonna happen.
Trust me, they get the taxes after you did.
Well, yeah, okay. But I'm just saying, but it's just still, that's 100%.
Free financial advice.
There's a story about this one guy.
The plug.
But nevertheless, if a man come in with at least 85% effort, I'm not talking about all those bubbles. I'm talking about 85% effort. Then what we potential.
Hey, finesse the potential.
Then at the very least, together we could come up with 15. And that's where our bubbles are going to be aligned.
If he comes up with 85 and then together with 15,
right? That's 100% together. Now we at 100%.
He said he comes up with 85%.
85%. He come in. I'm not expecting for him to come in with 100%. But you know what I'm saying? As 100% man, all this, all these things.
Oh, him as a whole.
Him as a whole. whole.
He just coming in with 85. So you gonna make up his 15%.
We ain't gonna make up 15 together.
Oh, so he's actually coming in with 92%, and you coming in with the other 8.
And we go together. We gonna have.
That's a negative.
I just want to ask why the man has to be a percentage, and we accept 100% women.
I take who you are. No, I get you second. But my point is, nobody is 100%. So what I'm bringing my 85.
Okay.
He bringing his 85. Together we gonna have our 15. So I'm saying, for him, I'm gonna bring 15. We doing 15.
170.
I know it's a whole lot more, but my point, I'm not
15. Don't
try to over exaggerate the numbers, okay? 85%. 100 is 100. I'm talking about 100. If I'm bringing in my 85, he bringing in, and together we doing 15, that's 100. If he bringing in 85, I'm pointing over here at her, but she not a English, that's she.
You know I can be manly sometimes.
But I'm just saying, the number I'm talking about is 100%. So a person bringing 85. You bringing in 85, you bringing in 85. At least you bringing 85 collectively to the table. Okay? 15, you're going to pull that together. No, that's not a lot, but hell, 15 is a lot. It can be 15%. Because you're doing that 15% together. Because you need to come in with something. More than your privacy parts.
So basically,
more than your privacy parts.
It better be more than 15%.
Right. So what I'm saying. So that's your bubble.
Sometimes that's all you got. So basically, what she's talking about, if you try to add up the math, is a 200% measurable. You know, she's bringing her 85. He's bringing her 85.
Oh, so we both.
So both of us bringing 15. So you add up 85, that's 170. Then you add 15 and 15.
I ain't really on no 15 and 20 and 200. I'm talking about exactly what I said.
Let me tell y'all something.
But I know from a mathematical, intellectual level. And then we close. But we closing, so don't worry. You just
go ahead, keep talking.
Drop that down.
Just cut it.
You want to say goodbye?
Get into these relationships based off what they want.
Absolutely.
And that's the wrong way to get into a relationship. Because what you want.
Hold on 1 second. Alright. It's breathing, baby, sipping, and conversation. This is
cocktails and conversation special edition.
Special edition.
Extra sip on the sip.
Yeah.
I
got it.